Hey there, let's play Wordle number 524. The answer to yesterday's Countryle was Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is the fourth smallest country in Europe, and so I am going to start off with the word small, which was not a very helpful starting word. Thanks, Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein. More about Liechtenstein after the solve. That way, if you're here just for the solve, you can just watch the solve and move on. And if you want to know more about this country, like I did, I will tell you all about it in a minute or two. All right, well, that means I get to go with pound as a second guess. Equally useless. What? Okay. How about birth? I don't know. Oh, look, I got some letters. What is happening? Thick? I like thick. Well, that's just weird. What is happening here? Itchy? Okay, before I lock that in, is there anything else it can be? H isn't second or last, so it can't be a CH word. Can't start or end with CH. Okay, I'm gonna go with itchy. What a weird word. Okay, well, that was a strange solve, but that's okay. That's fine. We don't mind strange solves. So let's talk about Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, actually the Principality of Liechtenstein, is a German-speaking microstate located in the Alps between Austria and Switzerland. It is a semi-constitutional monarchy headed by the Prince of Liechtenstein, try saying that 10 times fast, who is currently Hans Adam II. Liechtenstein, as I mentioned, is the fourth smallest country in the world at just 160 square kilometers or 62 square miles and a population of about 39,000 people. Its capital is Vaduz. It is not a member of the EU because it is a microstate, but it does participate in the Schengen Area and the European Economic Area, and it uses the Swiss Franc as its currency. It doesn't have its own currency. There is evidence of human settlement since 5300 BCE. It was part of the Roman Empire from the 1st through the 3rd centuries, and then was controlled by the Alemanni tribe, and then the French until the 13th century when it came under control of the Habsburg dynasty. The family called the Liechtensteins came from Liechtenstein Castle in Lower Austria. A complicated feudal history led to the purchase of Schellenberg and Vaduz by Prince Hans Adam I. The principality was officially established in 1719 when There's a lot of tongue twisters in this one. When Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI decreed Vaduz and Schellenberg were united and designated a principality under Anton Florian of Liechtenstein. During the Napoleonic Wars of the 19th century, the state came under control of the French and no longer had any feudal obligation to anyone outside of its borders. The Prince of Liechtenstein was a vassal of the French Emperor Napoleon I until the dissolution of the Federation of the Rhine in 1813. It then joined the German Confederation presided over by the Emperor of Austria, which lasted from 1815 to 1866. Until the end of World War I, Liechtenstein was closely tied to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Liechtenstein remained officially neutral during World War II in a close union with Switzerland. It then fell into dire financial straits after the Second World War, and the dynasty began selling off its family artistic treasures for millions of dollars. But by the late 1970s, the principality used its low corporate tax rates to draw many companies into the country and became one of the wealthiest countries in the world. As of 2019, the Prince of Liechtenstein is the world's 6th wealthiest monarch, and the country's population enjoys one of the world's highest standard of living. A new constitution was adopted in 2003, in which the monarch is the head of state. There is an elected parliament, and also some direct democracy in which voters can propose and enact constitutional amendments and legislation without going through parliament. This 2003 constitution actually expanded the powers of the monarchy. The prince and his family enjoy massive public support, and the new resolution passed 64% in favor. Oddly, Liechtenstein was the last country in Europe to allow women the vote, in a referendum passed by only male voters in 1984 by just 51% of the population. Take from that what you will. Liechtenstein has no political or military power and preserves its sovereignty through membership in legal communities. It is a very mountainous country and a popular destination for winter sports. Liechtensteiners have an average life expectancy of 82 years. The official religion is Catholicism, but it offers protection to adherents of all religions. Liechtenstein's population enjoys a 100% literacy rate, and the education system there is ranked 10th best in the world. Liechtenstein ranks 16th on the Human Development Index and 1st in the world along with Luxembourg for GDP per capita. So, Feel free to drop a comment here or on today's Countryle video linked below with a suggestion for a starting word for tomorrow based on today's Countryle answer. Thanks for sticking around through this little history of Liechtenstein, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.